Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today we're going to be making almond milk. We're going to be taking some almonds and some other ingredients and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make almond milk at home. Let's get started making our almond milk. If you've always bought almond milk in the box, you're going to be amazed today at how easy this is to make and you'll be making it at home from now on. There's just a few ingredients in what I'm going to be making today and I'm going to give you a couple of variations of almond milk that you'll be able to make if you like it sweetened or if you like a little vanilla in it. So we're going to start with 1 cup of almonds, and I've got them in a container here. And I have soaked these almonds overnight. I put them in the refrigerator last night in some water. And you want raw almonds. I went to buy the almonds, and I usually get a big bulk of them, a couple of pounds of them, and they didn't have them today. But you want raw almonds. You do not want roasted almonds. You want the raw ones. So we've got 1 cup of raw almonds, and that is actually measured 1 cup. And then we're just going to put enough water in there to cover it and to cover the almonds because they are going to swell up a little bit with the water. So you want a little bit more water in it than what we've got. So I'm going to take these over to the sink, and I'm going to give these a rinse, and I'll be right back. I am back. I did take my almonds over to the sink and I did pour the water out and I did give these a little bit of a rinse, but I wanted to show you what these look like compared to what the raw one looks like. So I'll just grab one of the raw ones and hold it up here so you can see. They almost double in size from what they were when they originally started. So they do get a little bit plumper with that, and it makes it a little bit easier to make the almond milk with them. And I have taken some of the skin off of a couple of them here, and you can just take that with your hand. And if you just push on it really hard, like that, the skin will come off of it just like that. So it's not required that you remove the skin off of them, but if you want to, you definitely can. All right, now that we've got our almonds in our blender, we're going to go ahead and put the water in it. And I've got 4 cups of water, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that in there. So I've got 2 cups here, and then I'll get another 2 cups, and we'll put a total of 4 cups of water into our blender. All right, so I've got my 4 cups of water in my blender now, and if you wanted it just like that, this is unsweetened, plain almond that's in here right now. So you would just put the top on your blender and blend it up. If you wanted it sweetened, which I'm going to be doing mine today, I have fresh Medjool dates that I'll be putting in mine, and these are the ones with the pits in them, and so these are really sweet, and so I just take the little seeds out of them. They pop out really easily, and I'll put 2 of these into my mixture. All right, now that we've got our sweetener in it, if you want it just like that, this will be almond milk with your sweetener in it. And you can blend it up just like this, but I'm going to go just another little step further, and I'm going to make vanilla sweetened almond milk. And at this point, I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to put that into my mixture. All right, so I've got my vanilla, I've got my Medjool dates in here from my sweetener, and I've got my almonds with my water in it, and we are now ready to blend this together to get our almond milk. So at this point, we're going to turn it on, and we're probably going to blend it for a minute or 2. We want this really blended really well because we're going to take the pulp that's left from the almonds, and we're going to strain that out from the water, and that will give us our almond milk. So watch this, and we'll show you what happens. All right, that was probably about a minute that I put that in there for, and I'm going to take the lid off of it and let you see the milk that we've got in there. All right, I've got a bowl here that I'm going to strain it in, and I've got another tool here that we'll be needing. This is a nut milk bag, and I've got this off of one of the online retailers, and I will leave a link in the description box below. If you don't have one of these are relatively cheap to pick one up if you plan on making a lot of almond milk. This is definitely worth an investment in it. If you don't have one of these, you can definitely use cheesecloth. You can do it that way also. So this one is reusable. You can take it and wash it after you get through with it, and it comes out perfect every time. You can reuse it. I've made I don't know how many batches of almond milk in this one, and this one's held up really well. I do put the seam on the outside. It makes cleanup a little bit easier. So I do have this one turned inside out for that reason. So now I'm going to take my milk that I've got here, and I'm just going to put it down into the bag, or if you've got cheesecloth, you'll be using that. All right, now what we're going to do, you're going to take your clean hands, and we're going to squeeze the almond milk out of the bag. You want this as dry as you can get it. So we're going to give that a squeeze. All right, that's pretty good. So you're left with almond pulp. You can take this. I've actually taken this and dried this and made almond flour out of it. So You can definitely save this if you want to. And if you'd like to see how that's done, I can definitely make that video for you in the future. But if you can just throw this out if you don't plan on doing that with it, or you can save it and make almond flour out of it. So, all right, now that we've got our almond milk, I'm going to get a quart jar here that I've got. I've got a little funnel for it, and we're going to put our milk into our jar now, and that's what we're going to store it in. All right, now that we've got our almond milk in our jar, you can put this in the refrigerator. You can store it this way. And if you put it in the refrigerator, it'll last 2 or 3 days in the refrigerator. You can actually cut this recipe in half and just, instead of putting a cup of almonds in it, make a half a cup and then just half everything else. If you want the sweetener, you can put 1 of the Medjool Dates in it and then a half a teaspoon of the vanilla. If you want even smaller, you can make, a cup, whatever you're going to use for it. It's something that's easy to make, and I know you're going to enjoy this. So let's give this a little drink and see what this tastes like. If you want it just a little bit sweeter, you can put some more of the dates in it. Instead of the 2 that I put in it, you could put in 3 or 4, whatever you like. I do like the 2 in mine. And if you don't want the vanilla in it, you don't have to put that in it either. So you could have unsweetened almond milk, or you could just have the sweetened almond milk or the vanilla. So you've got 3 options of what you can do with that. So let's give this a taste. That is really good. So I know you're going to love this recipe, and I hope this has inspired you to make some almond milk. It is so easy to make, and at least you know what's in it when you get it, instead of some of the other ingredients that you might see on a box that you can't even pronounce what it is. So definitely give this recipe a try. Let me know in the comment section below how your almond milk turned out. If you make it, what do you like in yours? Do you do anything different to it? I'd love to hear from you. So I hope you like this video, and if you do, maybe you might want to check out one of these other 2 over here. You might find something else you like. All right, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I do appreciate you watching my video. Bye-bye now. Very good.